Hello. Can you all let me know if you can hear me and see me? How's everyone doing? Just check on YouTube. Hi everyone. Hi Emma. Hi Laura. Hi Shelley. Hi Jane. Hi Claire. Hi Tammy. Hi Dawn. Can you all hear me? All okay? Cool. Looks like it's working. Hi. I'll just give it a minute in case anyone's on their way. Jo sends her apologies. She can't make it because she's had to go back to pick Freckle up from the hospital. She didn't have her surgery in the end. She was meant to have it tomorrow. She had x-rays today, and they've discovered that because she's so tiny, they don't have the parts, the plates and the pins and stuff to actually do in the right size to do the surgery tomorrow. So they've got to order like tiny metal bits to put in her little knee, and then they're going to do it next week. So she's had to rush to go and pick her up. She sends her apologies and says hello to everyone. As far as I'm aware, Freckle is fine. Probably had endless cuddles today from all the lovely nurses. Cool. So hi everybody. What I was going to do was I was originally going to draw some like animals and flowers and things and stuff, and then someone whose name I can't remember, I apologise, I will look it up because it feels rude to not know. And when I asked in the group if anyone had any suggestions, someone said Bruce, in your bed. Sorry, Bruce is here being annoying. Anne, I don't know if Anne's here. She said she would like to see some Zentangle and mandala patterns, and I was like, oh, that would be nice and simple and fun and relaxing and kind of in the spirit of the challenge. And I didn't actually know what a Zentangle was, and I googled it this morning and I was like, oh, I didn't actually know this was a thing that has like certain rules and stuff, so I thought we could do some of them. So you don't have to do it with me. You can all just Brucey, you go in your bed for me, please. See this thing? Go in there. In your bed. In your bed. He's being so nice. So yeah, so I thought we could do that. So I'm just going to crack on. So some of you probably have done them before or know what they are, and I'm just really stupid for not knowing what they are. I'm wondering if I should use my big fat pens. I've got a few pens. So basically, just the idea is you only use plain paper. I'm sure you can use dot if you want, dot grid if you want to do this in your journal. And then you use a black fine liner. And that is all you use, and you don't use a pencil because the idea is that you don't rub anything out, but what you do is there. Oh, Bruce wants to go out. Sorry, 1 second. You want to go out? Going out? Going out? You have to pick a room. In your bed. Bed. Good boy. Sorry, he's in his bed. Are you gonna stare at me the whole time? Are you gonna stare at me? Are you gonna stare at me? Okay. Bruce is my dog, if you don't know. If you are unfamiliar with me and my live streams. So the idea is you use a pen so you aren't tempted to rub anything out. Hi Claire. Hi Tanya. And you start with a square, and you don't use a ruler because that is not in the spirit of Zentangles. I'm going to do it over the side because I'll probably do a couple. And you draw a square. I'm just going to eyeball it. Please let me know if you've done this before. That wasn't very good, but I can show your comments on here, can't I? Laura says, no one is stupid for not knowing something. The best question I ever had was, what country is Russia in? If you don't know, then you don't know. Exactly. I thought Zentangle was kind of like a mandala in that it's sort of really vague and like it can basically be any kind of doodly thing. Hi, Alex. But it actually has like specific rules, which I didn't realise. Should I zoom in a bit? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Apologies for the wobbly. Someone actually like invented it and has the website and is like, this is trademarked and stuff. Cool. So I thought we'll do one, and then maybe I could play around with doing some like borders and stuff. So if you, hi Gemma, okay. Like if you want to do it in your journal, then we can sort of translate it to that. So I've talked for 7 minutes, so I'm now going to draw. So the idea is you draw a square, which is meant to be a certain size, but I don't know what that is. And then you do what is called a string, which is as if you had a piece of string and you dropped it onto the page. Imagine like the kind of randomness it would make. So you can either do just like a crazy line, or if you want to do like a star or a flower or something like that, you can do that, but we can do that afterwards. So yeah, then the idea is like it's meant to be really relaxing and you're not meant to like overthink it. Bless you. He's chewing his toenails now. So then you get like kind of, I'm going to try and stop saying like, then you get these sections, and then you basically fill all the sections with different patterns. So super easy. What is that noise? I can hear music. Okay. Can anyone else hear music? Am I going mad? I think we need some more. So then we do some nice patterns. I'll stop saying as well. So I'll just start off like something simple. How is everybody's? Sorry, it's really shadowy. It's because it's evening. I don't get the sun in here. Get some morning sun in here. I don't normally do this in the evening. How's everybody's weeks going? I've been watching all your self-care activities, which is super fun, and everyone has been like really getting in the spirit of it, which is like, can you do smaller gaps? Like shapes, you can do whatever you want. Can I do smaller gaps, or can you do smaller gaps? Yeah, you can just add more strings. Like so. I did it in, Patty says I did it in art therapy. Yes, it sounds like the sort of, I don't know what this is. This hasn't gone as well as what I thought in my head, but that is the beauty. Yes, Dawn, you can do anything. That is the joy of Zentangle. So this first one is probably going to be really rubbish because I have not held a pen for many hours. This is already terrible. And I have to kind of warm up. So this is going to be my practice one. I'm sorry if you can hear that horrible noise. That is my dog chewing his feet. Kirsty says, well, my favourite dinosaur dress to school today with dinosaur wristband. Also on my hair down for the first time in over a month. Well done. That is awesome. And we've raised £1,000 for Harlowfield School PTA, which is amazing. And we're so grateful to everyone who has donated. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the beauty of the Zentangle. Emma says, I've no idea what you said to set off my Alexa, but she has started to play Britney Spears' Hit Me Baby One More Time. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what I said. Those things can be very irritating. I'm just making this up. Which is the whole point, is that you don't like plan anything, don't have any like expectations. You don't want it to be perfect. It's literally just sitting and relaxing, doing some nice doodles. I'll see how long this takes. I'll try and do it quickly, and then I'll do like, maybe I could write a word, and then each letter could have a pattern in. I find stencil with big letters. What's everyone up to? Are you all journaling or you're eating your dinner. I just had to wolf down my dinner. Bruce does this thing where he's like grabs his dew claw and he's got extra dew claws on his back feet and he grabs one in his teeth and he like tries to pull it really, really hard, like as if he's trying to pull it off. I don't know what he's trying to do. Gemma has just got home feeding Lucy. Lucy's dog, if you don't know, and cooking tea. And Shelley is doing a Zentangle. Yay! Thank you, Shelley. Please share it in the group after. So I maybe didn't say this enough at the beginning. The idea is you kind of like go with the shapes that you have. I don't know what's a good way to demonstrate that. So like if you have like this pointy bit to kind of use it for something. Something better than this. Hi, hello, evening. Embracing the mistakes, exactly. I think this can be my embracing mistakes. This one can be a leaf. Why not? I actually have a page open that's like Zentangle pattern. Because I have so little imagination. Emma says, I love Zentangle. I love how there aren't any rules, no right or wrong way to do it. Exactly. I thought it was a really nice way to kind of link it to the challenge because it's mindful. Mindfulness is part of self-care. Claire is stuck in your 3-year-old. Stuck with your 3-year-old until he falls asleep, but we'll definitely try afterwards. No worries. Yeah, my brain can't think of patterns either, Tanya. Just that drawing circles and triangles, wavy lines in every single bit. Laura says 3-year-old bedroom. Sorry, Claire says stuck in my 3-year-old bedroom. Fighting my printer and so far losing. Prepping for my British Sign Language exam next week. Oh, that's amazing. Good luck. That's such a cool thing to do. Do you become like, do you get a qualification? Oh, fly. Go away, fly. He's still trying to pull his dew claws off. Right, let's refer to the reference. These are all. Bye, fly. Dawn says you could also do shapes and colour those into. Yes, you could. You could totally colour it in. The official Zentangle way is only black and white, but you can do whatever you want. Alex says, I find a doodle theme in my journal very relaxing, like mindful dots, simple patterns, such a good way to unwind. Yeah, I think just black and white looks really good in a journal as well. What shall I do in this big one? Why am I so bad at this? I just don't think I can be mindful. That's a cool one. It's like crisscross. It's also ribbly lines. This one. And then this way. Brucey, can you stop? You've hurt your toe. You made your toe bleed. Please don't do that while I'm live streaming. It's very inconvenient. Dog has made his toe bleed. It's really helpful. You're going to bite me if I try and look at it, aren't you? Tis the vet nurse curse. Oh, comments, sorry. BSL is essentially an NVQ in the language. I'm only doing level 1, already signed up to level 2. That's so exciting. Good luck on the exam. Claire says, I learned Swedish Sign Language during my master's degree. Wow, I didn't even know there was a Swedish Sign Language. Does every language have sign language? Is that a stupid question? I know American, UK, or British, sorry, and Australian have all different ones, I believe. You okay, Brucey? I think he's just made it sore. Maybe he caught it when he was out for a walk. WALK. Every language has sign language, apparently. Did not know this. I am really enjoying this pattern. Thoroughly recommend. Would draw again. Because you kind of have to think about it, which makes it mindful, I guess. Oops. I did that one the wrong way around. A little. I think that one was wrong. Okay. Swedish Sign Language isn't the same as French Sign Language. There are some similarities, but not each word is the same. Even the alphabet is different. Wow, if only we could just, like, as a human race, decide on one. And everyone would be able to talk to each other. Wouldn't that be amazing? Come and live in my wonderful world. I'm going to do dots in this one because I like doing dots. Did everybody see the new storage folders that Joey shared yesterday and this morning? Oh, that's a nice one as well. Do that one. That one looks like this. And then each blob has a colour. And then Claire says they look really good. We'll definitely be getting some. The storage folders, do you mean? I completely forgot what I had asked you. Tanya says, I got total flashback to lettering book I had as a kid. I saw it had a similar design. Yes, we may have got some inspiration from something from the 90s. we wanted to use the notice board kind of vibe because we really like that. I saw the folders today, then Joe brought them to the office. They are really nice quality as well. Really, really pleased with how they come out. And I have just today, how do we do the next line? When we just do a line. Just finished doing kind of finalizing before we order everything for the next 3 theme boxes. So the first 3 theme boxes, I should say. And I don't want to sound I don't know what the word is. I don't want to brag, but I think they are some of the best monthly boxes that we've ever done. It's actually been like the size difference between going from personal size to A5 for the sticker sheets and the dashboard and stuff has made it a lot more flexible for me in terms of design and also like getting useful information onto the dashboard. Sorry, I'm just having my tea. My cup warmer doesn't seem to warm this cup up. My back. I've done this wrong. Have I? Yeah, I've done this wrong. This one was meant to be black. There we go. Because these, I've done them too small as well. These to be. Oh no, I have done it right. Yeah. Do them bigger this line. There we go. How are you all feeling about the challenge? Are you feeling like it's helping you? Or are you feeling stressed about completing it? Or anything? Any thoughts? Are you enjoying it? It'd be really nice. Do you have any feedback? Because we kind of changed it a bit this year. Because it used to be like 7 things, do 1 thing each day, like according to the prompts that we had set. So you had to do a specific thing each day, and I think it was a bit too restrictive. So we decided to do it this way, which I think has been better. I think we've had a lot more people join in this year. And we've been able to raise lots of lovely money for a very good cause. So Well, it's Wednesday. I only just remembered that I'm supposed to be bingoing. Yeah, that's what Joe's live stream was for, Tanya, was to set up your bingo board. And or use the printable one if you didn't have time. And then take everything off as and when you do it. Helen says it's been good fun so far. Facebook group is lovely, seeing all the different interpretations of the prompts. Yeah, it's been so nice. So busy, like every day. Claire says I could need this challenge every week. The support within the group is amazing. Hi Shima. Tanya says, oh yeah, set it up and never looked at it again. Is there a lesson that can be learned here, Tanya? Laura says, I found it much easier this year because it isn't a need or want to create 7 different journal spreads. For the prompts, I said it's focusing on the actions, which really works much better for me. Yeah, I think it's a lot more accessible. And that was the idea, was that we didn't want it to be like, you need to set aside loads of time to make journal spreads and loads of time to think about this and write this down and do this specific thing on this day, because like I'm super forgetful too, Tanya, don't worry about it. I think we all are. That's why we have journals, right? I was meant to take some cuttings of some plants for Joe today and I totally forgot. Something else I totally forgot to add some stuff to the shopping list. So when we did a food order, the things didn't get added to it. I just got that back. It says really enjoying it. Group is really lovely and some great ideas. Yay! Everyone has done like all different things, which is really cool. That's what I wanted to say. Tomorrow, my friend Charlotte, fly. These flies come from they live in the soil in my house plants, and Joe lent me some spray to kill them, but it's clearly not worked in here. My friend Charlotte, who I have known since I was like 11, asked me if I wanted to go on a stationery shop crawl tomorrow. And I was like, yes, please. So we've picked 3 stationery shops in London and we're doing a little crawl of them. So one is called Present and Correct, which I don't know much about, but I follow them on Instagram, and it's like retro vintage stationery, which looks really cool. And then there's another one called something like that. I can't remember the other one. And then she wanted to go to Muji as well because apparently they're closing down, which I didn't know. And apparently Muji pens are amazing. Did not know this, but I do like Muji. I used to go when I lived in London, buy all sorts of random stuff. So yeah, I will be probably doing lots of Instagram stories tomorrow. I like that pattern so much. It makes my first ones look awful. What are we on? 1940. Yeah, I'll do some quick ones for these four, and then I'll probably do another one if that's all good with you guys. Let me know if this is super boring, and I'll do something else. Oh, that one's like tree branches. Maybe if I do like a tree. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be like, I don't know what the word is because it's not blogging, but like Instagram storying all day about all the things. So if you want to see what I get up to tomorrow, then give me a follow. Follow is always welcome. I struggle to come up with ideas for patterns with these. Are you using inspiration or are these coming from your head? Either way, they look awesome. I am using inspiration because, yeah, I don't have an imagination, which I do say all the time, but it's true. And I feel like people need reminding because people don't believe me. But yeah, I can't. I would just do circles like this the whole time. Hi, Rama. Don't get in trouble. You're watching at work. I'm going to do a spider web for this one, which just because the that isn't how you do a spider web. Yeah, I have no imagination. I have like medium level. I don't know how you say it. Aphantasia, which is like I'll see if I can find a little graphic. There it is. Window. No, that's the stationary one. Hang on. Wait. If I just copy this. Oh no, wait. This thing. Mind blindness, that's the word. There's the picture. So I don't know what is like normal. I think most people are like number 1 or number 2, but I'm like a 3 to 4 on this scale. Some people are like a 5. So basically they just see words in their heads. They don't see pictures at all. I see like kind of grey, kind of not like a silhouette sort of thing. And I don't know. Like a grey kind of very simple shape, and it kind of goes in and out of focus, and I can't like hold it in my head, which I didn't realise was a thing until I had this word. I was like, oh, some people have like really like rich graphic imaginations, and I just had no idea. So I find it really hard to draw anything without a reference. So if you like literally said, here's some paper and a pen, draw a pig, I'd maybe not a pig, I'd probably be able to draw a pig, a basic one. If you said draw like a castle, I would draw like the simplest looking thing, like squares. It's really hard to explain. Like I could draw, but I have to be looking at a thing. Does that make sense? What shall we do? Shall we do a star? And then we can do this. That doesn't work. Maybe that does. Sure, why not? That fly needs to go away. Yeah, so I can't just be like, oh, patterns, let's think of some patterns. Like, it's so much easier to just Google it, and I find it really, really frustrating, to be honest. And because I think people kind of expect, when you do drawing for a living, I think people kind of expect you to be able to just like make stuff up on the spot and be like, super imaginative and creative and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm much more like a logical and methodical person. Are you all still here? Have I driven you all away? I wish there was more like research about stuff like aphantasia and what's the thing? Oh, I can't think of the word now. The thing where you like see colours when you listen to music, or yeah, you're still here. just Googling this word. No, it's not called that. Synesthesia. That's the one. Because I have that too, which seems like maybe. Oh, I've had the wrong thing in. Look what's happened. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying squiggly lines. I wasn't quite sure what to do tonight because I was a bit like, how am I supposed to plan a live stream after work? Luckily, Joe let me go home slightly earlier, so yeah, I have synesthesia too, and I have like colour, music synesthesia, which is a lot more enjoyable than having aphantasia. And like letters and words of colours as well. There's a really cool test online you can do if you think you have it. It basically shows you letters of the alphabet and you click a colour on the colour spectrum thing, and then it saves all your answers, and then you're meant to go back in like a few months and do it again and then see if they match. So if they don't match, then you're just guessing, but if they do match, then it's like you clearly associate a colour with a letter. Raymond says, when do the new storage files go on sale? There was a hint on Facebook or Instagram. So Joe has ordered them. The ones that she showed were the samples that we got sent. So we had to wait for those to arrive just to make sure they're okay. So she's ordered them today, and we are hoping they will be here in time for Stationery Fest, which is the 30th of June? June. Not May, because I'm on holiday. June. So I don't know what her plans are, if they come earlier than that, or if that's the place we're going to debut them. I don't know. So I would just, 29th of June, thank you. I would just stay tuned. We're not entirely sure, because we don't know when they're going to come, because post is very. I get really impatient when I do things like this, and I'm just like, I just want to finish it. Claire says, how did you come to realise not everyone sees things inside their head like you do? When I got my autism diagnosis, so you basically just Google all these things because they're all brain related. I think synesthesia is quite common in autistic people. You end up just going down a Google hole with everything. Sort of thinking about your own brain a lot. That's a cool pattern. Let's do that one. I think I remember when I was little saying to like a teacher or an adult or someone saying, oh, the days of the week have different colours, don't they? Like Monday is dark blue, Tuesday is light blue, Wednesday is green, and whoever it was like, don't be so silly. What are you talking about? So I was just like, oh, okay, let's not ever mention that again. Like so many things. So then I just sort of went, okay, well, that's a weird thing we mustn't ever speak of ever again. Because everyone will think we're weird. And then when you get old, you're like, oh, it's actually like really common and really, really normal. Thanks, teachers. I'm not talking about teachers now because teachers now are amazing and do amazing stuff. But my teachers, when I was young, were largely quite awful. I've said this before on live streams, but I really didn't like school at all. Probably because they kept telling me to stop saying things and stop being so silly and stop saying that letters have colours and go and play netball. I may have mentioned how much I hate netball before as well. I will die on the hill of netball is stupid. I'm sorry if you like it. Or should I say I'm not sorry because I meant to not apologise this week. We had enforced, Helen says we had enforced netball at school too. I was not good at it. No, it's because it's hard. It's because it's being made intentionally hard by removing the backboard of the net and not letting you run around with the ball. It's ridiculous. Yeah, not angry. Let's talk about netball. Laura says I'm going to have to leave early, but enjoy. Thank you so much for your time. That's okay. Thank you for coming. Hope it's been relaxing. Jem says, the way I teach children, I often think if I was taught that way, then it would make so much more sense. It's crazy how many things have developed. Exactly. Like, when I hear little kids, like kids of friends and stuff, when you say like, oh, what are you doing at school? Do you like school? They're like, yeah, I love school. And I'm just like, wow, that's amazing because I wish I'd had a better time. And sports day, yeah, like I'm so torn because like I understand that it's important for children to be active, but I also I don't even know what sports day is like now, or like forced sports, what PE is like now. Like sports days, like when you're at primary school, it's okay because it's like egg and spoon race. That's all fine. But then when you get older, it's like play netball, wear a stupid skirt and play netball. No, you can't go on the trampolines, even though we have trampolines. Why would we let you play on the trampolines? That's too much fun. Do like laps around the field in the rain. Let's do this bleep test where you run up and down a school hall faster and faster and faster. Why would anybody want to do that? You have trampolines. Just let us play on the trampolines. Isn't the point that we get exercise? No, the point is that teachers wanted to stand there and laugh at us while we failed to be good at running. Oh, that's a nice pattern. So the ones I do out of my own head are rubbish, and the ones that I copy are nice. How long have we got? What is it? 8. Climbing the rope, yeah. I don't remember really ever having to climb a rope, but Helen says it was gymnastics I hated. I don't even think I ever did gymnastics. Like, I probably would have quite liked gymnastics. Claire says, I'm so happy my daughter has autism too, gets the help she needs at school. Her teacher is a blessing. Yeah, that's so nice. Oops. So nice. I feel like I always end up moaning about school on my live streams, and I'm really sorry. This was meant to be like relaxing. I've done these squares too small. Oh, it's too small for my eyes. It's okay to need inspiration. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. Like, what was that noise? Shelley says, had the opposite of my oldest daughter. I kept suggesting autism to be constantly told no. She's now had her autism and ADHD diagnosed at 16. Primary school were useless for us. Oh, bless you. Well, at least she's got it now, and that's 16 is still young, but I'm sorry that you had to go through that. At least she wasn't 33 like me. Sheena says we did a lot of netball and bench ball. Looking back now, it was probably because it's no setup, easy on the budget. Yeah, definitely. Like my middle school, we just did like stuff that basically didn't need equipment. Bench ball. We had basketball hoop. Did play basketball. Did a lot of running, like cross country running and stuff. But my upper school, which is age 12 to, I forget, 16, GCSEs level. They had trampolines. We had trampolines. I think I remember in 3 years at that school, I think we got trampolines out once. Just let us play on the trampolines. Claire says, I'm battling my 9-year-old to obtain a diagnosis, Shelley. Apparently harder to diagnose in girls because they mask the symptoms. Yes, definitely. Also because the symptoms / traits are generally more accepted in girls. So like being like with me, I'm overly neat and tidy and organised, which drives my husband insane. I like have to know what time stuff is happening, where I'm going, like planning. That one went wrong. I was really obsessed with rabbits. Like a lot of girls are obsessed with horses. I was obsessed with rabbits, which just no one in the 90s thought was weird. They just went, oh, she really likes rabbits. But like, I was obsessed with rabbits. And because I was like good at art and writing and stuff, like, oh, there's nothing wrong with her because she's really clever. Or just ignore the fact that she cries every single day about nothing, about insignificant things that no one else seems to be bothered by. That one went wrong as well. I think my hand's given up. I'm going to do some quick ones. Claire says, sorry, taking a sip of tea. Oh, that was hotter than I thought it was going to be. I've just started a course to try and understand characteristics traits a bit better. My daughter is clever. There's a complete meltdown if her routine is out by something really small. Yeah, you have to like. It sounds like me. You have to. I'm better at dealing with it. I'm an adult, but you have to anticipate when routines might, sorry, I just hit the camera. Routines might change and sort of say, like, I'm not trying to teach you how to parent because I'm not a parent. I have no idea. I don't know what this one is. So, like, an example is when me and my husband go on holiday, and I like to know, like, what time everything is, how long everything takes, where are we sitting, is this ticket printed, is it on the phone, what's the hotel we're staying at, what's the phone number of the hotel we're staying at, how far is the walk from the hotel to the train station, what time is check-in. Like, I have to know all of these things, like, weeks before we go anywhere. So, like, I do not like last minute plans. Like, my husband knows we cannot just say on a Saturday morning, oh, shall we go to London? Even though London is 20 minutes away. I'd be like, well, no, because if you want to go to London, then we need to organise it a week in advance. Like, I don't do anything without at least a week's notice. Like, I just cannot do anything. Or it doesn't come up a lot anymore. Like, when you're little, I think when you're young, it's hard because you're not in control of anything. Your parents are organising everything, and they're like, I've just literally done this pattern, let's do something else. Your parents are like, oh, well, this is happening, but they probably, like, you might not tell your child, like, everything that's happening because you think, oh, it doesn't concern them. But it might be like a surprise to them. Do you know what I mean? If it's, say you needed to get your car MOT'd, for example. So you normally drive your daughter to school and back, but one day you were going to get a lift with someone else because your car was going in, but you hadn't mentioned it until the day before. Like, that would be really, really stressful for me. I'm not, like, talking about you and your daughter. Like, I'm not, please don't take it like I'm criticizing you. I'm absolutely not doing that. I'm just trying to, like, give examples of how I struggled when I was young and whether that can help you. I'm not very good at explaining stuff. Tanya says routines are important for small. I will be spending the next 2 months prepping him for a trip to Manchester, which will be planned with military precision. Yeah, exactly. You're not failing, Claire. Please don't say you're failing. As long as you're trying. Like, I didn't have, like, anybody help me when I was little, so, like, you're already doing so much more. Like, routine. What's another thing? Like, food. Food is not much. It's not a huge deal for me now because I make my own food, but, like, I basically eat the same thing every day, or the same, like, 5 things in rotation. I'm just trying to find another pattern, by the way. Let's do some circles. But, like, if I don't like a food because it has a weird texture, I'm never ever going to like that food. Like, there is no point. me trying to go like, oh, should we try some avocado today? Maybe something's changed. No, it's horrible. It's slimy. Like, I can just about eat avocado, but like, I would never choose it. I remember primary school then making me miss lunchtime because the dessert that day was this yogurt and it had a massive great big lump of cherry in it. And I do like cherries. I don't like yogurt. But it had like skin on it, and I really don't like skin on fruit and vegetables and stuff. And I wouldn't eat it, and they made me sit there all lunchtime, basically until the bell rang, because I refused to eat it. So like they've achieved nothing because I still don't eat fruit or yogurt. Like, yeah, it's consistency. Like, I don't eat bananas anymore. Like, noise bothers me massively. Noise is like my worst thing. Noise is like my main thing, really. But I think massive misconception about autistic people and noise is that it's like just about loud noises, but it's like wow, there's only like 10 of you left. I scared everyone away with all my complaining. Sorry, guys. Yeah, bananas are horrible in every way. Sound, it's like, yeah, certain sounds, basically. I don't like electronic sounds like phone noises, phones ringing, like text message noises, WhatsApp noises, Skype noise, like any kind of like notification, like electronic noise. I also don't like bells. Bye, Jem, no worries. Have fun with your schoolwork. Have a good evening. And it is made like 1,000 times worse if they are unexpected, which obviously like phone notifications almost always are. Like an alarm clock, like if I've set an alarm and it goes off in the morning, that's fine because I'm expecting my alarm to go off. Or if it's my phone and I'm expecting a phone call, which almost never happens, then that's fine. My phone is on silent all the time, and anyone that comes to my house knows that phones have to be on silent. No exceptions. What shall I draw here? I'm going to finish this one and then I'm going to leave you all to it because should we do some little X's? I feel like it's all got a bit moany again. What was I saying? Noises, bells, electronic noises, phones, yeah. And like if there's too many sounds on top of each other, so I don't mind, like at work we have the radio on, which I don't mind. And it's also quite noisy because of the machines, but I don't really mind that. But it's when it's like if I could also hear like next door's radio was also playing music, then that combination of two musics, even if one was like imperceptibly quiet, would absolutely drive me mad. like music on music, can't do. If anyone's playing music on a train, like on speaker, or if I can hear someone's headphones, like I cannot deal with that. That's like, I nearly had a meltdown on a train to Scotland once because I was in the quiet carriage and I had my noise cancelling headphones on, but there were these two old men who got on and started chatting like so loudly, like really, really loudly. And they were literally just talking, like it was overly loud, but they were just talking. But because, and in another situation it probably wouldn't have bothered me, but because I was specifically in the quiet carriage, and because I was playing music, it was, and I could hear them, it was like absolutely unbearable. I've never come closer to actually screaming at a stranger. I think they got off in the end, but it was not a fun train journey. It's like nothing to do with volume, because when I'm in the car, I play music so loud. Like, if a policeman pulled me over, he would be like, "You can't play music this loud when you're driving." Like, I can't really hear sirens. Like, it's quite bad. Sometimes I'm like, "Oh, blue light." Yeah, I can't hear the siren because my music is so loud, but it helps me drive. And I can't drive without music on really loud. Crazy, hey? What a crazy world we live in. Yeah, little kids I find really hard when they scream like really, really like high pitched. And Bruce, when he does his whiny noises, like talking about you, really high pitched stuff. Anyway, I'm so sorry for going on and on and on. I will talk about something else. I'm so excited for tomorrow, and let's draw some hearts. A little stationery shop tour. And I'm going to have a bit of time after my friend has to be somewhere, and I go to life drawing at 6, so I've got like an hour and a half. So I don't know, I might go to like the National Gallery or something. I shouldn't apologise. Say thank you for listening. Oh, that's true. Thank you for listening, everybody. The 10 of you that stayed. There was like 20 people at the beginning. I do like my Zentangle. It's relaxing. I haven't done any zigzaggy things. They always seem to go wrong. Do like a zigzag. No problem, Claire. Is my talking about noises helpful? Is that what you mean? If you ever want to message me, Claire, and ask me anything, then please do. I love talking about myself. It's my favourite thing to talk about. Shelley says, I think you have introduced my next obsession. Is it Zentangles? I was going to do some like journaling things, but I feel like this has taken too long. I'm really sorry. I know I shouldn't apologise. Sorry. Look, it's really hard when you've been a chronic people pleaser your entire life. You can't just give that up. No worries, Claire. I know, Helen. I never heard of Zentangles. I've heard of them, but I didn't know what they were. Shall we do some little flowers? I like doing these. If I'm ever like on a phone call, this is what I do to all these little flowers. It's impossible to do them neatly, so. Tammy says, I've been playing with the meerkat mini. Sorry, I had to eat really quickly, so I'm more burpy. Been playing with the meerkat mini while watching, listening, as I couldn't get my head in the Zentangle mindset. That's okay. You're enjoying the meerkat. It was a bit of a wild card box, but hopefully some of you liked it. Helen says, also those grid sticky notes in the last box are so much fun for doodling. Yeah, sticky notes are good. I've already done this one, sort of. Right, as I finish this, I will. My phone's about to die as well, so it's a good time to stop. Hour and a half. I feel like dot grid pages are good for doodling because you can like scribble in each square, like a little doodle in each square. Thank you so much for coming and watching my. That took a lot longer. I thought I was going to end up doing like 3 or 4 of these, but thank you so much for coming. It's been really relaxing. I don't want to go on for much longer because I feel like it's just going to be samey. But hopefully the point of this was just kind of like break your self-care week up and do something like really mindful and creative and like something new. So hopefully I have done that for you. And if you haven't had a chance to do it like while I've been here, then like hopefully you can go away and have a go at some point this week. and you've got the weekend too. So I would recommend having a go, because I think like what's the word? The intention behind it is like, embrace your mistakes, be creative, like allow your inner child to draw whatever you want, like don't think about it too much. Like it's basically like all the stuff we've been talking about and like trying to get everyone to do this whole week. So like and you can colour it in as well. So like please give it a go if you can. And thank you so much for coming. I'm going to try and read all your messages before I go. Beres says, I feel relaxed because of the drawing, informed because of what you've been talking about. I've finally done this week's spread that I've been putting off for ages. Thank you for a great evening. Oh, you're welcome. Shelley says, thank you for your time. Really enjoyed this and chatting. Thank you for having me. You are welcome. Tammy says, thank you for a chilled, relaxing evening. This has been just what I needed. You are welcome. Helen says it's been really relaxing. Lindsay says, thank you for inspiring my doodles along with you and for sharing your struggles. You're an inspiration. Oh, don't you make me cry. I'm really not an inspiration. Thank you though. And Tanya says, thank you for the fun times. Thanks everyone for sticking with me. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but keep up the good work. We are all so proud of you, and we're all like loving seeing all the self-care stuff you've been doing, and it's just really heartwarming and lovely. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what you all get up to for the rest of the week. Thank you so much. Bye.